this time on Whatever We Want.
We definitively answer the question, what is the ultimate movie theater snack?
Oh, yeah.
There are time codes down in the description if you'd like to jump around to different points. In the episode, we are joined by our good friend, Evan. We talk everything from popcorn to blueberries. Enjoy! Welcome back to Whatever We Want, where we review content across all mediums of media, movies, TV shows, video games, and beyond to give you the most interesting behind-the-scenes insights to storytelling techniques, all that jazz, and more.
We talk about everything from Marvel, Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks, all across the board, and along with it, we get the best snacks. So without further ado, let's jump right into it.
Pre-butter. Hello to Daniel and Evan. How are you guys doing today?
Pretty good. It's been a long day. A lot of teaching. Evan, how's your day?
Pretty good. I am working summer hours, so I have the weekends off plus Friday, so I work 10-hour days every single day, which is brutal. So
and now you're here. You made it.
And now I'm here.
Evan, for those who are OG fans, Evan was like, I think you were our first guest actually ever on the podcast. I think you were like on our third episode, the Blue Butter Bagels, and we... or was it the transition from high school to college? It was the fourth episode, I think.
Transition to high school to college.
Yeah.
So it was right after the Blue Butter Bagels episode.
Yeah, because I remember that's why you were like, we should have talked about that all together. And I was like, yeah, you're probably right.
Has it really been like almost 100 episodes? Or I guess now it'd be what?
It has been. This is episode 107 or something like that.
That's crazy.
Since we've had Evan on.
Yeah, his first video appearance. So Evan, thank you for being here.
Yeah, of course. It's an honor.
Yeah. The reason we're doing this like topic, as we mentioned in the intro, is because I am going on vacation next week. So I'm on vacation this week when this goes out. Woo. But yeah, so we just wanted like a chill kind of episode. Are you guys ready to just jump into the main segment?
Oh, yeah. I'm more than ready.
All right. So as we said in the intro, we are going to discuss the ultimate movie theater snack. We're going to decide by the end of this episode definitively what is the best to rule them all. And we're going to mainly focus on movie theaters. Like I know you can get snacks for like movies and like the drive-in and stuff. And I do want to talk about that because I feel like it's an interesting part of the discussion. But we're going to go through and rank like the best movie theater snacks. I had some thoughts. I wanted to hear what you guys think about how we should rank these. So like things I think we should look out for. Taste, obviously very important. I think that's a factor to consider. I think also the look of like the snack and like the packaging itself,
how colorful it is,
the size, all that should factor in. And then loudness, so loudness in the theater for the packaging, a loudness of the packaging, and also eating the snack itself, and then ease of eating / like messiness. So I think those are kind of some things like you don't want to be distracted from the movie. So if it's hard to eat, like I don't know, I feel like that's not a good. Don't want to
disturb your neighbors, you know?
Yeah. Unless Daniel's my neighbor, then
no, you disturb them all you want.
Yeah, up top I have popcorn. You guys chill just jumping into that?
Pop. Here's the thing with popcorn.
No, I'm not saying that's my number one. I'm just saying we should just talk about that first.
No, I'm saying, here's the thing with it. It's common. It's like literally the most common. Like you go to the theater, it's popcorn, right? Like it's just what people do. But here's the thing with it. It's easy access. But it messes with
snacks that are hard to get. Play hard to get.
It messes with your gut sometimes.
It messes with your gut.
It messes with my gut. But like
you just have a weird gut, man.
Yeah, no, I do.
You just have a lot of butter on there, apparently.
Yeah.
But no, like it goes through too easily. You can have a whole bag, and like you'll be done with it when the previews are over. You know what I mean?
That's why you got to be a popcorn Nazi like I was when I was younger.
You got to ration.
Yeah. If you get the big bucket, there's like the bucket part and then like a little lip where there's like it expands out. You can go down to the lip for the trailers and then the rest is for the movie. That's how you do it.
It's like how drinks have like a line or like how cups have a line in them for like, drink
for
amounts.
Alcohol content. Yeah. This is popcorn.
Jake has that for popcorn.
That's actually why they designed that. It wasn't why they designed that.
It would be a good design, though. They should do that.
It's gonna be like, okay, I gotta be here at the very climax of the movie. Okay, that way I have plenty of popcorn for it, and then at the end.
Yeah, no, that would be really cool, Evan. If that was like they had like you could like put check marks. We should design one that has like check marks. Like,
what if we did that and sold to AMC?
You should be here at the end of the first act or something like that. Like end of like Act 2, you'll be here. The climax
post preview. Climax.
And you can do like you know how they have it for measuring cups. They have like one side like American, like metric and American or whatever it is. You could do like one side is like if you're planning on only getting one, and then one side if you're planning on getting a refill. Like you have like two measuring systems.
That's actually pretty smart. I like.
Yeah.
Okay. We should do this. We should actually design this.
I actually have some ideas later for other snacks and how we could make them better. So maybe we should like open a theater and just like be like the snack theater and
theater.
wear the snacks
Coming to a town near you.
Where the snacks are at.
Yeah. But so popcorn, yeah, I mean, it's for the movies. And it's also like a good like thing you can share, like good for dates, I feel like.
I feel like popcorn has the best mixability. Like you can put other snacks in the popcorn.
Yeah.
In the popcorn? Really?
Yes.
Like what?
Yeah, hear me out. So
I don't do that.
if you were to take another snack, like M&Ms or chocolate or anything, it melts in the popcorn. So you can make almost like caramel corn, but it's
You've
chocolate
never done
corn.
that, Jake?
It's chocolate popcorn.
I've never done that.
Or what I do is like I'll take like a handful of popcorn, I'll take like a peanut M&M or two, and then like put in my mouth at the same time.
It's like that scene in Ratatouille where like the flavors are mixing. It's like, what? Except that's not healthy. Like it's not the cheese and strawberry. It's M&Ms and popcorn.
The basic food groups.
But you've never done that, Jake.
No, I have not. I don't know. I think I was like, allowed to only get one snack when I went to the theater, so I never like mixed and matched. And when I was adult, I just carried that through. So I do want to talk later about combos, but before we get there, you mentioned like kettle corn kind of thing. Is that like a common movie theater thing, or not really?
I feel like it's too much effort.
Yeah, kettle corn like
It's more like amusement parks.
Yeah.
No one makes kettle corn. You like it's something you buy at a fair. You're not gonna go to the fair and bring in this big bag of kettle corn. That's sorry, sir. One ticket to Thor, please.
Speaking of though, like bringing popcorn or kettle corn like out of places, I think that's a good segue into just the fact that movie theater popcorn just tastes so good, but only at the movie theater. Like I feel like when you make it at home, it's just like not the same, you know? So I feel like that elevates it a bit. And I actually saw someone on TikTok, I think they did like a movie date with their boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, and they like went to the movie theater, bought a tub of popcorn, and then went home and like had that for their movie night. And I was like, that is genius.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm right over here next to the AMC. I could totally do that.
Yeah.
Put a crap ton of butter on it. Be like, all right, I'll be on my way. Thank you.
I just need a date.
Daniel's just straight to the toilet, puts all the butter on. Like
Daniel's the person that brings a cup. They buy the popcorn and they bring a cup and they fill the cup up with butter. That way you can put the butter on later.
I thought you were gonna say you fill like the cup with popcorn so you could split it between people. I was like, yeah, that's smart, but I don't fill a cup with butter.
I'm not a butter boy like that. No, I rarely ever do. I think I've ever done butter. I do like the no. What am I saying? I was thinking oil, but literally, I was like thinking back and forth.
Last episode,
but like, I'm not really that big of a butter guy. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay.
Hold on. I also remember. Didn't we see the Batman together too?
Yeah.
I remember you putting a good amount of butter on the popcorn.
Okay, no, that time was different because I asked you, and you're like, "Yeah, I want butter."
It's different. Yeah.
If it's just for me. If it's just me, Dale's just a kind snack goer. That's very nice of you.
If you guys want butter, then you get, go with butter. If not, and I have the technique too. I didn't do it at the theater with you, Jake, when we went to go see Thor, but I did it with Evan, where you get the straw and like you get it, like you put it halfway in.
It's too much work. It's too much work.
There was like a producer behind me probably, so I was like, I don't want to like be here. Hold on.
Yeah,
Marvel producer. Let's hold this straw. I should have done that though. Next cast and crew screening. Yeah, but popcorn, I think we can table that discussion. Come back. That's a strong number one right now because that's the only one we talked about.
Curveball.
Oh, okay.
So you guys have seen it at theaters where they sell like nachos, right?
Oh my gosh.
What do you think of those?
Subsection of like real food in movie theaters. We can talk about it now, sure. I think.
Well, is this real food?
I feel like nachos is more real food than like M&Ms or something.
No, that's true. But like the way
honestly,
that's done in theaters.
I feel like nachos are so overpriced, and they only give you the chips.
I thought you were going to say overpowered.
And the cheese. They're OP. No. Nachos in movie theaters are so expensive, and you only get chips and cheese. I feel like I'd rather like sneak in a container of like loaded nachos, like put some cheese, beans.
I'm just imagining you getting the base nachos, and then you just like pull out a trench coat, and you get like all the toppings, like onions, like bacon bits, like everything else. That'd be pretty cool, actually. I don't know. I would love. Yeah, I would only get nachos in the theater if it was like loaded nachos. Like there was this bar at Penn State. It was called the Cafe, and you get like these loaded fries. Oh my gosh, those were so freaking good. I would like to have that just at any time, but in the movie theater would be good too.
You see somebody else walking to the theater who also is like bringing in their nachos, and you're like, it's my time. You open up like condiments, huh?
You just saw like this whole like black market theater deal. Yeah, I don't know. Nachos, I personally, again, I feel like that goes back to what I was saying, like with messiness and like ease of eating. I feel like I'd be so focused on that I would like be annoyed that I'd be missing the movie. So I put that lower on my list because of that. Although I do like nachos and they taste good, but
I think I put it at movie theater nachos. I agree with Evan because it's just a cheese and a chip. I would probably put it at the bottom because it's super messy, super
of our
loud.
two right now, popcorn, nachos.
Well, it's good to get the extremes in, I guess,
That's true. It's again like our 2022 best movies of all time. What do we say? Like it's below the Sesame Street movie. We like kept using that as like the rank.
Yeah.
So nachos are at the bottom of the barrel.
I agree with Daniel. Whenever he said loudest, you bite into that nacho.
Like,
If someone's crunching into nachos right beside me, I just want to slap them.
In a quiet
especially
place.
during like a quiet, yeah.
Don't ruin the movie.
Yeah. I do want to get back to eventually talk about like other like weird kind of like more food like meal kind of things, but I want to talk about M&Ms. I feel like that's pretty close under popcorn on my list at least.
We need to be specific here.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I have a list of all the M&M flavors, and I want to go through and kind of off the top of our heads rank our top 5 M&M flavors.
I'm like going through the multiverse of M&Ms. Like, okay, which ones have I had?
So I have this is the list of I think the ones they have. I sent it in our little group chat here. This next link is apparently like all of the M&Ms that have ever existed, and it's like a ton more.
Oh my gosh.
So let's just go through the M&M like official flavors, because there's like 30 on there's like way more than 30. There's like wild cherry M&Ms. Like I've never heard of that. M&M's peanut Jedi mix. Like we don't have to go through and rank that. Like those intricacies.
What the heck is peanut Jedi?
What is M&M Jack's Gems? What is... Yeah, like we don't have to go through all those. Let's just go through the official M&M lists. So, I mean, some of the popular ones there are original milk chocolate, peanut butter, peanut, almond, dark chocolate, the mini M&Ms, the crispy M&Ms, caramel, however you prefer, pretzel, fudge brownie, crunch cake, white chocolate peanut, and mint. So, I think those are like a solid list of things we can kind of go through. And some of them I'm even like, I've never tried those. But yeah, I have my top 5 M&Ms if you guys want me to hear it. If you guys want to hear it.
Yeah, you list yours off. I think I have mine. But
all right, so
Same.
and we're gonna go. Evan, we go from worst to best just for tension.
Okay.
My top 5 M&M flavors for the movie theater going experience. My number 5, I just have the original OG M&Ms, milk chocolate. I have to put these on the list. Like they stand up to the test of time. Like they came out in I think like the 40s. When did Michael Jackson die? M&M come out.
Very different question.
1941 was when the M&Ms came out. Yeah, and the fact they're still around at this point, and just such a simple design, like just chocolate like coated in like a hard shell. And like I think the original idea was that like it doesn't melt in your hand like other chocolate, and it spawned the rest of the items on the list. So that's why it's my number 5. Number 4, I have dark chocolate M&Ms, just because I'm a sucker for dark chocolate. I don't always seek it out, but when I do, I am never let down. So that's why I have to say that. My number 3, I have mini M&Ms, because you can it's just like the tube that you can just dump into your mouth.
Yes!
Like just that elevates it above regular M&Ms, and they're also smaller, so you feel less bad about shoveling a ton down your throat kind of thing. So that's my number 3. My number 2, I have peanut butter M&Ms. So not the peanut ones, the peanut butter M&Ms. So I mean, chocolate and peanut butter are forever an iconic duo. It goes R2-D2 and C-3PO, and then peanut butter and chocolate, maybe even switched. And like, I love the packaging. Honestly, this kind of brings it up for me too. The packaging of the peanut butter M&Ms is like the red M&M with like a peanut butter like wig on, like flow of hair.
Just a main.
And like even to this day, I'm as a 23-year-old like adult human, I still like laugh at that. I just really like that. I don't know why.
Those are hair goals, honestly.
Yeah, for real. And then my number 1 is good old peanut M&Ms.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you cannot beat those. Just it has the flavor of peanut butter and chocolate M&Ms, but you have the added crunch, the crunch with a pristine crunch that you just don't get with the other. The crunch edges it out. So that's my list of 5.
All right.
I feel like I'm gonna wake the nation here with my top 5.
My.
Oh god.
Oh my.
So I'm gonna start out with peanut M&Ms. I don't think that peanut M&Ms are that great. All right.
At least in the top 5. At least in the top 5.
I get that they're crunchy and they're good. They're good. They taste really good. But I don't want to break a tooth. I don't want to break a tooth whenever I'm like.
How sensitive are your teeth? God damn!
Sometimes I bite into an M&M and there's a surprise. There's a peanut, and I'm like, wait, I just want a chocolate. I
what
don't
do
want
you
a peanut.
mean?
No.
Oh my god.
Are you going into random like mixed bowls of M&Ms and like playing M&M roulette? Like wonder what this one is.
What is this logic?
Hope it's not Jedi peanut butter.
Finding a peanut in your M&M is kind of like finding pulp in your orange juice.
Oh
I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that.
That is the worst take.
I'm just gonna say it.
You know what? That's fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. What's your number 4?
I can't wait for the comments to crucify you, dude.
What's your number 4?
Number 4, crispy M&Ms.
Really? I don't know if I've ever had crispy M&Ms.
They're okay.
Wait, you don't like the crunch of peanut M&M, but you like crispy M&Ms?
It's not as bad because it's not a freaking honk of a peanut in there.
Okay. What is crispy M&Ms? I don't know what those are.
A well done M&M. I don't know. You keep it on the grill for
like
longer.
More like a malt kind of.
Oh, that sounds
that's
interesting.
true. Yep, I agree.
Which has like a malt texture. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Number 3, mini. I loved getting those tubes as a kid.
Yep.
I love getting those tubes. 2, the original M&M.
That's pretty high.
I still love M&Ms. When I'm like craving candy, M&Ms are always like, okay, yeah. If there's M&Ms, I'm devouring them.
Unless there's a peanut in there randomly.
Number 1. All right. I don't know if y'all have had these.
Oh gosh.
But my number 1 M&M,
the brownie one.
Fudge brownie.
I knew it.
Fudge brownie is by far
really. I don't think I've ever had it.
Flavor. There is no contest.
Oh, dude. Yes, there is. Oh my god.
That's fair. No, he's entitled to his own opinion.
No, he has his
wrong
opinion. I respect it.
But it's fine.
I told you. I'm awake the nation. Fudge brownie M&Ms. You gotta try them.
Is it like thicker? What is it?
Let me get into this quick. So on my flight back, I got a bag for free.
From LA to home from last week?
Yeah. I got a free thing of the fudge M&Ms. And they're okay.
Well, also it was on a plane. Like, how long have they been there? I feel like that's not really fair.
That's true.
Well, no, even just like flavor wise, like it wasn't really anything extraordinary. They're like that.
Yeah, what is the difference in flavor?
It's like a denser fudge.
It's denser fudge.
Yes, it's a very dense fudge. I feel like the chocolate is more powerful on the fudge brownie M&Ms than the regular M&Ms. Like
I can agree to that.
I don't know. There's more of like a kick of chocolate, and especially with the candy coating, it pairs so well.
Okay.
It pairs so well.
I think it doesn't pair well, which is why it's not on my list.
Daniel, what is your list? Also, we have to keep in mind, with any opinion Daniel has this episode, his stomach gets upset when he eats popcorn. So, just keep that in mind. Sorry, no, I'm just kidding. What's your top 5, Daniel?
Okay, so my number 5, I'm going to say is probably going to be pretzel M&M. I'm not sure you guys have had
good.
Those ones.
That's lower. It's close to my top 5 as well.
Yeah. It's similar to the peanut M&M, but it has more saltiness to it, and obviously it's bread, not nut, so there's different texture there. But it still works out as a great combo. Evan, don't make that face.
All right. What's next?
Number 4, regular M&Ms.
Ooh.
Okay. So, again, nothing wrong with classic. They're good.
Yeah.
I had them up at number 2, but I swapped my 2 and 4 for a couple because specifically for theaters. I'm a chocoholic, so I'm thinking of the chocolate and different experiences. I would prefer to have these specific type at number 2 for specifically watching a movie. But for 4, regular M&Ms. You can't really go wrong.
Okay, number
3, when you brought the tube thing, dude, I wanted to bring that up. There's a big difference with it being in the tube versus like a little baggy thing.
Exactly.
So, did we all have that number 3?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't remember ever eating mini M&Ms out of a bag.
I know I've seen the bag at theaters.
This is the first time I've seen the bag. They have it on their
website as the bag, but yeah, I've never had it out of a bag. It's wrong to have it out of a bag.
That's incorrect.
So my number 2 is going to be the peanut butter M&Ms.
That's what my number 2 was. Okay.
Yeah.
I think our top 3 are the same.
Yeah, because again, you get the nice sweet peanut butteriness.
The dude on the
and the dude's hair, but like,
his hair.
But no, it has the same kick of like a peanut
butter
M&M.
hair.
Flavor wise, obviously, but it's that creaminess that really sells it. Whereas then my number 1, obviously, Evan, is the peanut M&M.
No,
that's why we bring out the other guests. We get different opinions.
Oh man.
Okay, to be fair,
classic.
I'm not like a peanut fanatic. Like I'm not
either.
Peanut butter. I'll eat peanut butter like once in a while.
I can't say that actually. I eat peanut butter sandwiches for lunch every single day. I can't say I'm not a peanut butter fanatic.
No, I'm not a peanut butter fan. If I go a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks without peanut butter, I'm perfectly fine.
Would die.
But there's some people that would die without peanut butter or peanuts.
All right,
That's an interesting take.
talked M&Ms to death. I kind of want to say some wrap-up points. I feel like it still gets a little sticky in your hand if you have it there a lot. If you just
You
like
don't have
dump
the
it
right
into your
technique.
hand. Okay. Well, I for my technique, my personal technique, I can get a little sticky and sometimes like in my hands if I'm just sitting with them in my hand for a while, obviously. So that brings it slightly down for me, I think. Just in terms of general ranking. I don't know. Would you guys put this above or below popcorn?
I'd say it's with popcorn. Because here's the thing. My go-to whenever I go see a movie is a bag of popcorn, peanut M&Ms, and then a mixed icy.
Okay.
That's my go-to. So for that, they're on the same level.
My thinking is I think it's right below popcorn.
I agree.
In the salty sweet combo, I always go for salty first, and then I finish it off with sweet. So like,
yeah,
I always
combo.
instantly go for popcorn first, and then M&Ms. I don't go for the M&Ms.
Yeah,
right
if you could
away.
only get one, like you only had enough money for like one, I think I would get popcorn before I got
All the
M&Ms.
time.
It's also more like if you get just like a huge tub of popcorn versus like one of the small things of M&Ms, like I don't know, I feel like quantity is also a factor here.
That's true, I guess. But
But that's
still,
just me.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I also want to talk about some go through some M&M kind of alternatives like Skittles and Reese's Pieces, because I honestly don't think I'm not a big Skittles or Reese's Pieces fan. I don't think they hold up to M&Ms. Personally, I used to really love Reese's Pieces. I ate them all the time, but I think I ate them way too much that I got sick of them. So I don't know. What are your guys'
That's
thoughts
a
on
shame.
Skittles and Reese's Pieces? Is it Pieces? Pieces?
Reese's Pieces.
are you a Pisces?
Reese's Pisces. I'm a Reese's Pisces. I wonder if the Reese's like mascot is a Pisces.
Oh, I feel like Reese's Pieces are the imposter M&M. It's
Really?
like that's the same mindset. Like I don't love peanut butter. I don't. I would rather have chocolate more chocolate than peanut butter any day. That's why I think that peanut butter M&Ms and stuff like that. Like I don't get the hype. I don't get it. I don't get it.
That's fair. I'm looking up when Reese's Peanut Butter Cups came out to see if they are, in fact, a Pisces.
Well, look at the founder. What's his birthday?
Isn't it Hershey?
Well, no. Reese was his own person, and then he was bought in by Hershey.
Oh.
I'm a chocoholic, so I know.
Anyways, we don't need to talk about
I
that.
know.
So are we agreeing that Skittles and Reese's Pieces,
below.
whatever, are below M&M?
Yes,
What?
definitely.
Yes.
How do they go? Is it? I would say Reese's Pieces and then Skittles. I'm just personally
Yes.
not a fan of Skittles.
Yeah, same.
Evan probably was opposite because he's not a peanut butter guy.
I can go for Skittles, but it depends. It depends on the situation, you know? For theaters, I would say Pieces and then Skittles.
Okay, Evan, you do not look happy. You're saying opposite?
Whenever I have the salty, I gotta have the sweet chocolate, and after that, you know what makes it even better?
The next, how many snacks are you getting?
It's like a 7-course meal.
I brought my trench coat. What are you talking
nachos
about?
at the very bottom. Yeah, with the nacho toppings. Okay.
Yeah.
You get
But
Skittles after that?
I would do Skittles right after because you have the salty, the chocolate sweet, and then the fruity sweet.
That's why I do the icy. No, I can agree with
okay.
that logic. I can agree with that
Yeah,
logic,
that's
Evan.
fair.
I can back you up there.
I'm not thinking about this in terms of what order would I eat all of these if I had to eat all of them at once. I'm thinking which one would I get first.
But that's how I'm ranking them, though.
Okay. All right. I think next. So I also reached out to a bunch of people and like texted a bunch of people about this. That's actually how Evan jumped on. We were talking about it. I was like, Evan, do you want to be on this episode? That'd be fun. Like a couple hours ago. So thank you for being here. But I asked a bunch of people, and so we got a lot of people's thoughts on like their favorite movie snacks. And Milk Duds came up a bunch. What are people's thoughts on Milk Duds?
I don't like Milk Duds.
Evan?
I feel like they're just an old candy, and it's hard to like them.
I despise Milk Duds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate them.
They are too chewy. Like
What is their composition again? I'm trying to think of.
tar. I don't know.
It's
Details.
like
So, all right. So I have a story about Milk Duds, actually. So I was once in a movie and I did not get any snacks. And so my mom generously offered one of my sister's Milk Duds to me because my sister, of course, wasn't going to like willingly give away her Milk Duds to me. And I took it partly because I didn't have any snacks and I wanted some candy in it at my movie theater experience. And partly because I just wanted to spite my sister and make her give me a piece of her candy. I absolutely would have been better off had I not taken that candy. It was not worth the like turmoil I went through. It's just like so much to chew. I feel like. And
they also depend on temperature a lot.
Yeah. It's just so chewy, and like I don't know. I'd rather, it's my snack preference, and I prefer to not sit with this gross ball of mush in my mouth while I'm waiting to be able to consume it, and I don't have to worry about if I'm gonna be able to breathe in the next 10 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
Death by Milk Dud.
I don't know. That's just I'm sorry for any Milk Dud lovers out there. They are absolutely not for me.
I just looked up Milk Duds. They got their name because Hershey was trying to make perfectly round chocolate caramels. And the ones that were unsuccessful were called duds. So
it's unsuccessful candy. That can't be at the top of our list. This unsuccessful candy.
They have dud in the name. It's not good. It's just a dud. Put it down at the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
You go next.
Yeah. Wait. Is that above or below nachos? Would you rather eat? I'd rather eat nachos before I have Milk Duds. Actually, personally,
I would rather eat nachos.
Yeah. No, I'd have nachos beforehand. Even with that's something to say about how bad Milk Duds are, honestly.
In our opinion, I know a lot of people love them. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. If you like Milk Duds, that's totally fine. You're entitled to your own opinion.
I love the Google description here.
Don't make me have them.
Milk Dud caramels and chocolate candies treats are well loved for a reason. Really?
Yeah. Google taking an L.
Yeah. No.
All right. So we've quickly put Milk Duds at the bottom of our list. That's good. I have a spitball out here. Random contender. New challenger approaching. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you guys have ever tried Brookside chocolate covered blueberries or just chocolate covered berries.
I haven't had the blueberries.
I freaking love those. And
yes.
They're not like a movie theater snack, but I brought them to the movie theater, I think a couple times, but especially I went to Elvis this past weekend to watch that movie. And I put them in the fridge and brought chilled chocolate covered blueberries. That is game changing, dude. I don't think I'll put it at the top of my list because, again, I would go for other ones first. But if you're just like in a random mood, going to like a random like Elvis for some reason, I think it's just like a good, like if you want to change it up, kind of curveball for me. I just love those Brookside's chocolate covered blueberries, in my opinion.
But what if you put them in your popcorn and you have chocolate blueberry popcorn?
I don't know. I have trouble wrapping my head around that concept just because I've never put anything in my popcorn before. So I would have to like maybe start out with M&Ms and then get around to like trying.
I could see that with Evan, what Evan's trying to say here. I think that'd be a good combo.
It's the fruity, it's the chocolate, it's the salty, it's the holy trinity.
Yeah.
It's all in one bag.
Interesting. That would be interesting. Daniel, have you tried these blueberries?
I haven't. I've had like chocolate covered other fruits like strawberries and
Dude, you have to try these blueberries. They're like
they're
crack.
So good.
Where are they
seriously.
at? Are they just like Walmart or something?
At like any grocery store, really. And put them in the fridge before you eat them.
Yeah.
Thank you for Brookside for sponsoring this episode.
We're not. I literally have in my notes in parentheses not sponsored because I was like, I know I'm gonna be like talking this up. It's also kind of healthier, so like it's a little better, maybe not the chocolate, but like the blueberry in the middle.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
It's making me hungry.
I know. Cookie dough bites. Thoughts on cookie dough bites?
You mean like the little? Because there's different variants of this too, depending. So there's like I know there's like an
OG
actual
cookie dough bites.
Yeah. So those ones, I would say
that's S tier for me.
Below Skittles.
What?
Yeah.
What?
The last time I had cookie dough bites, I remember them being really powdery.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were just like old or they were like super powdery in my mouth, and I don't like whenever something looks like a solid and then it just explodes, but not in a good way.
I must hate pudding.
Yeah, right. No, but it was like super powdery, and I didn't like the consistency.
Oh, dude.
It wasn't like at all like cookie dough.
Do you get cookie dough bites? Like I've only ever gotten them in a movie theater. Like I've never gotten them.
I literally
outside.
Just looked it up. You can get them at Walmart.
Yeah, but like, do you ever though? Like I've never like.
I only ever had them. I think like once or twice, and
Dude.
I gotta say they weren't worth it beyond that.
Wow. No, for me, I think honestly that might be in between popcorn and M&Ms. Like I think if I was having to do a combo, I would get popcorn and cookie dough bites. I think I have done that before actually when I was like feeling frisky. But like, I don't know, dude. I wish they offered them cold. I wish they offered them cold because I think they'd be a lot better.
I feel like we need to have. Like, we all should have got different... We should have made this list, and, like, we all got different ones, and then, like, we're all, like, tasting them as we're going through.
That's what... I actually had an idea when I was looking at this. I think it would be a cool video idea at some point in the future if we did, like... We tasted every single one and, like, did, like, a tier, like, ranking. Like, in one sitting kind of thing.
Ooh, in the next BBB video?
Yeah, and then the next video is our dentist bill.
I'm totally down to pay both, okay? I'm not... Well, mine. I'm not going to pay your dentist bills, but...
Oh, Daniel already confirmed he's going to pay our dentist bills.
Oh, thanks, Daniel.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I think a downside though to cookie dough bites is that the packaging, it's like a box, but inside is like a very loud packaging.
Yeah, they rattle.
But there's a workaround to this. You can open it and then pour it back into the box, and that substantially lowers it still rattles it a little bit, but like it still lowers the loudness factor of like just the like whatever the heck bag that it's in.
Mm-hmm.
I also I feel like they've never changed their logo. Like they have like a really old fashioned looking logo, and I feel like if you're still in business all those years later with the same logo, like, and you like don't do any advertising, like I've never seen them advertise, but they are just so well known. I think that's a sign of a quality product, in my opinion, at least. I see you guys. I hear you that you put that lower in your list, but for me personally, it is very high on my list. So Daniel put it below Skittles. Evan, where would you put it?
Same. Yeah,
Wow.
I think below Skittles.
I would probably get it before nachos.
Wait, yeah, no, I wouldn't get it before nachos.
Really? Cookie dough bites?
I think the cheese and the nachos, the nacho cheese, is more addictive.
I think Evan's nacho are higher than our nachos, Daniel.
Yeah.
I think. Because if you
have some good nachos, man.
I'm thinking like bowling alley nachos.
He's thinking he has the trench coat with the
Yeah.
No, it's this movie theater nachos though, not bowling alley nachos.
Yeah, this is
Like
different.
they're the same thing. It's the same exact machine that's in front of me.
But at a bowling alley, you have a chance to sit down and eat them. Like when you're in a movie theater, you're like trying to like scramble and not spill and like making noise while you're watching a movie. That's all factored. Anyways,
Joke's on you. I bring a table with me. Okay. I'm moving on
to the movie theater.
Coat. It's just like a pop out. It's time.
It's like a Mary Poppins bag. And he just like pulls out like a chef. All right, so next,
just a transformer for nachos.
on my list, my friend told me about Buncha Crunch or something like that. Have you ever heard of that? I had never heard of this before, but two people mentioned it.
Bunch of or
Buncha.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
I've
very
heard of
similar
this.
to cookie dough.
These are good.
bites.
Yes.
No, these are the same thing as like crunch bars, right?
Yeah,
it's like crunch bars, but they're made into like little nuggets.
Yeah.
So it's
crisp rice that has been dipped in creamy milk chocolate.
Definitely would put this above. I don't know if I would put this above Skittles, honestly. I haven't had this in a while.
I've never had this, so I have to put it in the middle of my road because I'm completely neutral.
I'd probably put this above Skittles. I think it and Reese's for me are probably going to be on the same bar.
Gotcha. Is that like your B tier?
I guess.
So popcorn, M&Ms are S tier for you.
Yeah.
And then, so I guess Reese's and this might be A tier for you, and Buncha Cruncha.
Let's put Reese's in this on B tier because I feel like there's gonna be something that fits into A. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. All right. Have you had Buncha Crunch, Evan?
Buncha Crunch.
Yes. Okay.
Awabunga.
Me wanna wanga.
For the longest time, my favorite chocolate bar was Crunch. I loved Crunch. I still love Crunch. If we're putting Reese's Pieces at a very high level, like A tier, I think
You have your own list.
I think Buncha Crunch has to go like maybe not S, but like the highest tier of A tier.
Okay.
Like, it's definitely above Reese's Pieces. Are you kidding me? Oh,
I've never
Buncha
had it,
Crunch
so
is so good.
I'm learning.
It's so good.
Got it. All right. Well, I think Evan, next one on this list I have written out here is one that you mentioned is Sno-Caps.
Yes, the official candy term is they're called nonpareils.
Yeah, nonpareils.
Yep,
Yeah.
with the little white
white sugar
light
balls, whatever on that.
the sprinkles. That's what we call them here in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
not my go-to, honestly. I have to say, but sorry,
it's not the flavor for me.
it's the texture.
It's the texture.
I see.
Because you can pop one
Evan
in your
likes
mouth.
those ridged things, if you know what I'm saying.
but there's a smooth end and then there's a ridged end with all the white sprinkles on it that you can you can play around.
The smooth
We
end
should just
and
move
the
on, maybe.
white end with the ridges and you sprinkle it.
I like putting the rough end in me.
Oh my gosh. You start with the rough end, but then you caress the tongue around the smooth end.
Sure for kids.
Yeah. Okay, no, but I think nonpareils are good. If they're just like out at like a party, I will have them if I'm like hungry, there's nothing else. But I don't seek them out in movie theater, personally.
Yeah. I put these
I put these around Skittles tier for me. Maybe above Skittles, below Reese's.
equal with nachos.
Equal with nachos.
Because these don't have the same. These don't have the same sweetness as like milk chocolate. I mean, they're like sweet, but they're not like.
Okay. That's fair.
So-
That's interesting. Evan, I'm sorry that we're rashing on your favorite here.
It's okay.
You guys rashed on cookie dough bites, so I'm not sorry.
Okay, well, I'm not even putting them in S tier. I'd probably put them like about at where Skittles are. I think they're about as equal as Skittles.
Okay.
I don't think they're below
Okay.
Nachos. I think they're better than Nachos.
They're not below Nachos. Definitely not.
They're
But
not
just
below
because I
Nachos,
don't know, the
no.
setting of Nachos in a movie theater puts it so much lower. Like Nachos on their own are good. Like I like Nachos, but in the setting of a movie theater brings it down.
Yeah.
I think I have to keep reminding myself that because otherwise Nachos creeps up. It seems like.
I feel like it was good I brought nachos early because it's been
Definitely.
we keep on going back to it.
I do want to now talk about other like more food that you don't really think about in a movie theater, but like some theaters you can get like, for example, you can get like hot dogs.
Pretzels. Or hot dogs. Yeah.
Let's discuss hot dogs. Above or below nachos?
Above.
I am not a fan of hot dogs.
It's quieter, definitely.
It's quieter, but
Sits better.
Like, the amount of stuff that you put on a hot dog, it's still messy.
In
You still
what
put the
world
ketchup-
does a
you still put
hot
the-
dog sit better than nachos?
How is a hot dog messier than not? Literally the whole
No,
identity
Daniel, I'm disagreeing
of,
with you. How in what world does a hot dog sit better in your stomach than nachos? I don't know. I feel like
I'm disagreeing with Evan. So we're all just disagreeing with each other. But what do you mean? I feel like
I can handle nachos much better than my stomach can handle a hot dog, but that's just me personally.
no, I think I don't know if it's like a cheese thing. It might
You're
be
just
cheese with
lactose
me.
intolerant,
I
Daniel.
honestly might be.
Probably.
Okay.
No, like seriously, like hot dogs are way less messy than freaking nachos. The whole identity of a nacho is the mess.
I feel like they're both pretty messy.
You're not making the right hot dog, man. You gotta have like a pound of ketchup on there,
A
pound of mustard.
Pound?
Not a pound, but you know, a good layer of both, and then you have.
It's like I just imagine like a snow-covered layer, but it's ketchup instead of like.
You put the Sno-Caps on top of your hot dog.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know. I'm imagining. I remember our first conversation. We were like, you put your food in popcorn and then eat it out. I'm imagining you're sticking a hot dog in your popcorn and just pulling it out. Oh man. So hot dogs are above nachos for you, Daniel.
Yes, if they're the two presented.
I would rather get nachos, I think, at a movie theater. I would just suck it up and deal with the crunch and the loudness of nachos just because I don't like hot dogs. I like nachos a lot more than I like hot dogs, in my opinion.
You don't
I
just like
agree.
hot dogs in general?
I'm not a big
love
hot
hot
dog
dogs.
fan in general, no.
I love hot dogs.
Same.
If it's a good,
Wow.
like, sausage, I can get behind that. We're bringing it back. All right, anyways, back to the
Hey.
tank. So this is, again, I know we were talking about movie theaters, but kind of drive-in situation, you open up to, like, more almost like carnival-like food or, like, amusement park food. So there's pickles on a stick.
I knew you were gonna bring that up.
I just like pickles on a
That
stick.
is the bottom, absolute
You
bottom.
guys don't like
That's
that?
like.
I
that's
hate
like-
pickles.
That's
just in
like I
general.
found that, and I walked past the drive-in. I found a dumpster. I reached my hand in the dumpster. It's a pickle on a stick, and I decided to eat that for the day because I didn't have anything else.
Gosh, dude.
No,
Yep.
no.
Okay, that's fair. I in a movie theater setting, I would put it below nachos just because of the drip of the pickle juice. But at a drive-in, I would easily get that before nachos, in my opinion.
Just imagining the taste of pickles. I'm just like,
Okay, no, that's fair. I just wanted to bring it up because I thought it was something to be discussed.
Pretzels.
Pretzels.
Like an actual soft pretzel.
Again, I think the salt just all falls off immediately. Just in any soft pretzel situation I'm in. But it's good. I feel like if you're in a nice recliner, you have your own space and you can I think that's on the verge of it's not necessarily like nachos where it's too much real food, but it's also not like a snack. It's a higher end snack. So
Yeah.
it's definitely above nachos for me.
I can agree to that. Yeah.
I feel like it depends on what you bring with the pretzel. Because I don't know about you guys, but I can't eat
open
just a
trench
regular
coat
pretzel.
again.
I can't. I can't eat just a regular pretzel.
Pretzel sauce. Mustard.
No, I go with cheese. I would take. I would.
But that opens up the door into nachos and
steal
messiness.
someone's cheese from their nachos.
What?
It'd come in with my pretzel, and then dip the pretzel in the cheese. I can't eat a pretzel just plain.
Evan,
I
I'm
can't.
worried about going to the movies with you again, man.
You want some cheese?
Yeah, he just whips it out of nowhere. Just
The
like a
side
whole
is
carton of
cheese. The
cheese.
side is loaded nacho material, just raw onion and bacon bits. All right, so pretzels are above nachos. I would say that's like a pretty solid C tier for me, honestly, pretzels. Like I wouldn't seek it out, but if I had it, I would definitely get that. So maybe like low B, honestly.
I think hot dogs and pretzels are on the same for me. It just depends what kind of mood I'm in.
Okay. That's fair for your opinion. Disagree strongly. Evan?
Yeah, hot dogs are very bottom. Very bottom.
Below pickle?
Never want to eat those. Never want to eat those in a movie.
What's pickle or hot dog?
It's better than a pickle.
Okay.
A pickle is just like a soiled hot dog.
I'm trying here.
Soiled hot dog.
It's just like a hot dog that has COVID. It's just bad. It's just bad.
Yeah.
You can't make pickles sound good. It's just, even the name pickles. I'll stop my rant.
Okay.
It's fine.
All right, got it. So, but pretzels, where are they on your list?
If
you have cheese. If you have cheese.
If I have cheese, pretzels and cheese are
in a movie theater setting.
Keep on clarifying.
I would put them
on a Tuesday.
And your stomach's not upset. You're really hungry.
I would say pretzels.
Someone says if you eat it, you'll get $1 million.
I think that pretzels would definitely be a C tier. Tier for me. It's just like middle of the road. Like yeah. I mean, I'll eat a soft pretzel with some cheese, but I'd rather have some Skittles.
Like M&Ms
or I'd rather
or
have
something.
some Buncha Crunch.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think I'm gonna move mine back to C. Pretzel C tier for movie theater experience. Yeah. Again, maybe it's like the Blueberries. Every once in a while, like a curveball. If I don't want like popcorn, if I've been to movies a lot, I'll go for a pretzel kind of thing. All right. I feel like there's some theaters, and I have never done this because I haven't been 21 since like theaters got back open, and I haven't really gone with anyone since. But you can get like alcohol at theaters, and that's kind of going into drink territory, and I do want to open up that discussion. So talk about like beer, wine, I don't know, whatever else the heck you can get at like a movie theater. I feel like that's interesting, but when I go to the movies, I like focusing on the movie and looking at the story just because I'm a film guy. So I feel like that would take away.
I don't want to feel a buzz or anything while I'm watching. Yeah,
feeling a buzz while watching Buzz Lightyear.
plus not only that, but you're gonna have to like in the middle of the movie, you're gonna have to pee so bad.
That's the big fat caveat with all drinks at a movie theater.
Big fat cat caveat. I like that.
Yeah,
and not to mention the amount of carbonation of beer. You're gonna burp so much.
Yeah,
and you're gonna try to. You have to hold in the
popcorn. We'd be toast.
Oh, dude, I'd be done. Toast would be good. Toast in theater.
A toast. I think in a certain situation, like if it's a theater, it's a movie you don't really care about. You're just kind of like going for fun, like with some friends. It could be fun, honestly. Like you're just drunk. But like again, if it feels, but like. I feel like I'd only want to do those for like not serious movies, like kind of kid movies. And then I'd feel really weird being drunk at a kid movie where someone's like, "Ooh, Buzz Lightyear." And I'm like, yeah,
Buzz.
You got to bring a 12-pack to like Morbius or something. You know, you just got to get
it's Morbid time.
I have never wanted anything more in my life now than to do that. It's Morbid
time.
Got
to get lit to Morbius.
But no, like Jake, you also brought up a good point before about drive-ins. I feel like that like drinks like that have a better seat for when it comes to drive-ins.
But you have to drive home. I mean, I guess at a movie theater you do that too. But also, yes, I agree with you that like that would be more fitting in that setting, like where you're with some friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, again, drink tier list, beer and alcohol kind of low-ish, just because that's not why I'm going to the movie theater. You know, and also it's really expensive there. I do want to talk about slushies because you brought that up. So you guys are experts. I personally never get slushies at the movie theater.
You've never gotten one.
I'm not a big slushie guy, no.
Shame
All right, let me hear
you.
your guys' opinions on slushies.
Evan, you go first. I gotta know your stance.
Okay, so the best slushie of all time is a cola slushie with some cherry flavor on the top, or like you layer it where you get the cola, the cherry, the cola, the cherry. That is the best slushie of all time. It's just like a cherry Coke. Who doesn't want a frozen cherry Coke? It's so good. It's so good. I think that other soda slushies, other than like Pepsi and Coke and stuff like that, I think they're good. Like I've had Mountain Dew slushies before; they're pretty good. But in terms of like regular flavored slushies, if you go for like a nice cherry or a blue raspberry,
they're
good.
Blue raspberry.
Any other flavor is just not that great. Not that great. Unless you're mixing it with something else, it's not that great.
I also personally like the orange slushies.
Ooh, interesting.
They had a short time at the AMC over here. But
because no one likes them.
Well, no, because they had a different kick. They had a different flavor. And then when you mix them, honestly, with either blue raspberry or with cherry, it was a nice, like, tropically difference there. I will say that also is a good standing. As somebody who doesn't like Coke, I understand your point with cherry Coke. Like, if I like Coke, I would be like yes, but I understand your standpoint. So for me, my go-to is always going to be a raspberry and a cherry. And your method also, I like how you described it with the mix. Like that's exactly that's how you do it. If you don't do it that way, what the frick are you doing?
Because you're sitting there like trying to mix with the straw with the round cap, and you're just trying to jam the straw and try to mix it that way.
Fill up all the way to the cap. If you don't do that, then you're a sucker.
Okay.
I also hate that like gas stations have a better slushie selection than most movie theaters.
Really?
Like, most movie theaters have like 4 Sheets. I can go down the road to Sheets and get. I can fill my.
He's gonna add a cup holder in his trench coat so he can go to Sheets and then come in.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, my favorite slushie from Sheets is the orange and marshmallow slushie. I just mix them both, and it's like an orange creamsicle. It's so good, and I wish every movie theater had it. Every movie theater.
Some slushies now.
The one thing with like, it depends on the gas station too, but sometimes their slushies, well, a lot of the time, are more watery. You know what I mean?
At gas stations?
Yeah. I mean, it depends, but like for example, Sheets is more up and up, so like they know how to do their slushies right.
Sheets
but like say you're going like somewhere else, like say you're on a road trip somewhere, and you're like, oh yeah, let's go to this, I don't know, 7-Eleven, and then try to get a slushie there. No, you're not.
You can't get a 7-Eleven slushie.
Watery.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is your guys' like go-to? I feel like we've talked a lot. What is your like go-to just combo of things you get when you go to a movie? Like, is slushie always in that rotation?
Yes.
Okay, so
every single time.
What is it that you get total, like popcorn to everything? Like what do you get every time?
Evan, you already told
like
mine.
Your ideal one. If you were going to the movie theaters for one last time, what snacks would you get?
My ideal snacks would be I would get a slushie, a cherry cola slushie, a large bag of popcorn, and like 2 boxes of M&Ms. If it's my last movie ever, like it's the last time I could ever go to the movie theater, M&Ms, popcorn, slushie. That's like a movie theater meal for kings.
Okay.
Best one ever.
Daniel.
That's the thing. If this is my last time, I'm going all the fuck out.
Like, no, not if you're going all out. Like if it's like just a random movie time and it's like you haven't gone in a while, so you're just going back to classics. Like your go-to.
Okay, so my go-to, peanut M&M, probably like a large popcorn because I'm a fat guy, and then cherry and raspberry slushie.
Okay, I need to get on the slushie train. At least try it. I think I do like a huge thing of popcorn and like a water bottle. That's usually what I've been doing. Honestly, that's it. But I think I would go back and I want to try the peanut M&M in the popcorn. I want to try that. So that would be my currently. Yeah, I have a few more that I want to talk about. Again, back to like kind of main food before we get back into some more snacks. Pizza and ice cream are at some movie theaters. Thoughts?
Ice cream, no. It's going to melt and that's a mess and it's no.
Yeah,
pizza?
Again, if you're trying to wait till after the trailers and just like melting.
It depends on the pie, you know? It really does depend on the pie.
Okay. I feel like at a drive-in, pizza's elite. But
yes.
Movie theater, I don't know so much.
It also depends on what kind of packaging it's in. Like if it's in like one of those like triangle cardboard things, so it's like able to, you're not having to deal with like all the grease and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like it's contained, you're good.
Uh-huh.
But like if you just are walking around with a slice of pizza, like no. Like that's bad.
All right, Evan, what do you think? Pizza and ice cream?
No to either. If I had to have pizza at a movie theater, I would rather bring a like freaking
the trench coat.
I would rather bring in my trench coat my Pizza Hut pizza stuffed crust, like the premium pizza. I don't want a movie
premium?
theater flat 1 single cheese and like 3 pepperoni on
That's
the
true.
pizza.
There's much
like,
better pizza. So Evan's gonna go hit up the gas station, get some multi-flavored slushies, then go to a pizza place down the street, and then come to the theater and just be like this in this huge trench coat, and come in.
He says Pizza Hut, but we all know it'd be Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay. I have a few more kind of sweet candies that I don't really ever seek out, but I think are interesting to talk about. So I've got gummy bears and all the subsets of gummy bears, like gummy worms, the giant gummy worm, Dude, imagine just walking in with a trench coat and a giant gummy worm around your neck going to the movie theater, kind of like boa constrictor style around your neck. I don't know. I think that'd be really interesting to see.
I feel like that's something you like pass it down the aisle. Like, do you want a bite? Do you want a bite?
Yeah.
You
Yes,
just keep passing it down.
Well, no, I mean for like gummies in general. Like it's something where it's like if you're with a party of people, you let somebody else get the gummies, and if they want to share it, then they share it. If not, then no. But that's the thing. You can also then do trades because if you're like the chocolate or peanut M&M guy,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, I'll trade
So
you
you're
some
saying
M&Ms
you wouldn't
for some gummies.
seek it out, but
No.
if someone else had it, you might trade for like a bite or two,
Yeah, exactly.
a bear or two.
Yeah.
Okay. Evan, what do you think about gummy creatures? The gummy ecosystem.
They're great. No, I think gummies are good. Not in a movie theater though.
The gummy food chain.
I don't see them as a movie theater snack. I mean, they're good. I like, munching on some good gummies, but not in a movie theater setting. I don't think. It's
Okay.
just, same thing with the Milk Dud. It's just too gooey. Like
Milk
you
Dud's
get
bottom of my list. I forgot. Sorry.
yeah, you get stuff like it's stuck like in your teeth. Like you have to like pick it out, and you're picking it out in the middle of the movie. Like,
What kind of gummies are you eating?
obviously the wrong ones. I don't know.
The gummy, dude. I honestly, I mentioned the big giant gummy bear or gummy worm that like is huge and you can like pass around. I really don't find that appetizing at all. Like just a giant thing that you're taking a chunk out of. Like anything bigger than like a regular gummy worm, or like that's like you have to go in for seconds. Like I don't know. I just don't find that
I do want to get one time.
appetizing. Yeah, definitely like for the lulz, for the experience, for the gram. But that's it.
Me and my gummy.
So all right, after the gummy food chain, I have
Taffy?
Sour Patch Kids and Taffy. Sure.
Oh.
I don't know. I personally don't seek them out ever. I feel like they're a good alternative.
Yeah, same tier as gummy.
Okay.
I agree.
If somebody else has them, I'll
Okay.
trade, but not, yeah.
I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that we're kind of in the trading tier now. Like if someone else has them, I wouldn't mind it, but I would never
Trade
seek it out on my
Federation
own.
of snacks.
Yeah.
I'd give him. I'd give him a slice of not Papa John's. No, Pizza Hut pizza. I'd give him a slice of Pizza Hut pizza for a few Sour Patch Kids. Sure.
A whole slice of pizza for a few pieces of candy? I don't know if that's a fair trade.
Yeah, that's not a good trade.
I'm assuming it's like 8 slice pizza. No.
I
So I
don't
still
know.
plenty.
So, you don't know economics, my guy.
Wait, Daniel, don't tell him that. No, that's a good deal, Daniel. Let's
Yeah,
get
yeah,
some-
it's
a great
deal.
Let's get
It's
a whole
great.
bunch of Sour Patch Kids.
But no, I feel like we're eventually going to be talking about pizzas because you keep on bringing up freaking Pizza Hut. It's making me sad.
Why?
Pizza Hut's not that great.
It's so good.
I prefer
Stuffed
Papa
crust.
John's. I'm a Papa John's guy.
Yeah.
Papa John's is okay.
That's what I got with my old roommates in college. All right. Anyways, speaking of my old roommate in college, he said that he would bring in, they didn't sell it, but he would bring in Starburst minis, and I thought that was another curveball that I have never really considered or done in a theater myself. Have you guys had any experience in a theater with Starburst minis?
It sounds like a cop. Like, have you had any experience with this substance? No, officer, I've not had any experience with Starburst minis, sir.
I've had experience with Starburst in like a movie theater, but I don't even think I've ever had the minis. But I know I've had Starburst in the movie theater and
Are they
Starburst
good?
in general.
In the
Starburst?
theater? Do you like Starburst in the theater?
Yeah.
What tier is it around? Skittles
Wait,
tier?
aren't the
Okay.
minis just the little square ones? Or those regular
Just
ones?
mini Starburst. It's imagine just like
It's a square but smaller.
dude, I just imagine a turf war between the mini M&Ms and the mini Starburst and seeing who would win. The spheres versus the cubes. And then the gummy bear food chain comes in as well.
Game of Thrones all over again. Oh no, it's the Hunger Games. Get it?
Oh my gosh. I like that. All right. That was kind of the last few things I think I had on.
Oh, wait, we didn't talk about Taffy. What do you guys think of Taffy?
Okay. Taffy.
That's the same thing as Starburst, in my opinion. It's
Okay.
Starburst is kind of like a hard taffy.
It's really chewy.
It's
Yeah,
really
true.
chewy. I'd rather have a Starburst than a taffy.
And you know what I think about Milk Duds.
Yes.
All right. Any other last minute snacks you guys want to include? Hold on. I
Weren't
think Tyler
there-
actually texted me a snack he mentioned. He
There
said
also malt balls or something like that. What do you guys
Whoppers.
sweet
Whoppers.
tarts or
Think? Oh,
Whoppers.
sweet tarts too. Yeah, I hate Whoppers.
I'm not a big Whopper guy. They're a little too hard again.
I used to love them.
That's what she said.
They're okay.
Sweet tarts. Tyler's inclusion. Our friend.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it depends because there's the chewy ones and then there's like the originals.
Oh no, I'm not a big fan of these. These are kind of like Smarties almost. It looks like.
Yeah, but they're a
Yeah,
little bit bigger.
I'm more of
I
a
prefer the
Smarties
Chewies.
fan.
Actually, I've had these before and they're decent, but again, kind of low on my list. But this is a good inclusion.
along the sweet tarts bandwagon, I guess. Bottle caps. Have y'all ever had bottle caps or experienced bottle caps? I love bottle caps. I don't know if I'm the only one in the world that loves bottle caps, but I love them. I used to gobble them up when I was a kid, and I still will. I will still buy boxes of bottle caps and take them to the movie theater in my trench coat. I will still do that.
What about like candy bars? We haven't talked about candy bars. Do you guys ever just get like a bar of candy at the theater? Because I never do.
No,
it's too much.
I get candy bars all the time, but not at the theater.
Candy bar.
That's the tough thing though. If you were to get like a candy bar, because you have Crunch bar, like we were talking about Crunch before, Mr. Good bar, any of the Hershey bars, Symphony bars, any other variations of Hershey bars as well. So that can include anything like milk chocolate.
We're also biased because we live right by Hershey.
Yeah,
I feel like
cookie dough, white chocolate.
No. You should never be bringing a full size or buying a full size candy bar in a movie theater, because
you
if
bring
you
them
want
in the trench coat. We did that for episode 9. I remember that. There's so much. Sorry, you finish your thought, then I'll finish mine. Sorry.
No. I was just gonna say, like, if you open up a candy bar, you are expected to finish it.
Oh yeah.
There is no way that you are walking home with a half of a candy bar. I cannot commit to a whole candy bar. I can't.
Why?
I can't.
What?
Because what if I get like okay, I want a little bit salty.
Wait. This
I
man
have to put that in
commitment
candy
issues.
bar.
Wait, hold on. This man is like, I'm gonna get 2 boxes of M&Ms, a whole thing of popcorn, and a slushie. And he's also like, I can't finish a whole singular Hershey bar.
It's just, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just too much chocolate at once. But I mean, I don't know.
So you're okay with opening up like a bag of M&Ms and like not finishing it
in the theater?
because you can at least like roll it up or like reseal it or something like that. But like with a chocolate bar, it's like, you have it unraveled and you just have to like ravel it up.
How do you unravel your chocolate bars?
It's a fruit roll up.
Yeah.
But chocolate.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe that's a good idea. A fruit roll up, but it's chocolate.
How would you do that though? Like the composition of
that's
it
our problem. Trademark. No one take that.
I feel like that's like a really thin Tootsie Roll, and then rolled up.
I'm not a big fan of Tootsie Rolls.
But that's the only way that would work,
them.
because it's a chocolate like taffy or something like that.
True. All right, that's interesting. Okay, interesting. Yeah, chocolate bars. I remember back what I was saying. Sorry for interrupting again. But in episode 9, we all went to see the movie at like the place down in York that was like a nice theater, and like we all brought like, I remember we snuck in the most amount of snacks I've ever had. And I think snacks taste better when you sneak the snacks in. Like, it's just fun, the thrill of the hunt. Maybe I'm an adrenaline addict or something.
The adrenaline.
Guys,
Yeah.
Swedish Fish.
I'm not a big Swedish Fish guy.
I love Swedish Fish, not in a movie theater.
Yeah, same.
Not a movie theater.
Dan, what tier is that for you? Where is that? Apparently
That must
high.
be like S+.
Is that above popcorn?
It's not above popcorn, but it's above Skittles. It might be equal or above Reese's.
It's above.
I'd say it's around Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
Maybe a
I
little
think
lower
it's
for
above
me.
Reese's.
It might be around Skittles for me.
That's what's in my A tier. That's what was in that pocket in my list.
I know. I would put that in my trading tier. Like, if someone had them, I would trade a few, maybe cookie dough bites for like a bunch of Swedish Fish, but I wouldn't seek them out individually.
I can respect that. Yeah, I agree with that.
So Daniel, this works out. This works out because you want Swedish Fish, I'll get cookie dough bites. We can do a little trade. There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
All right. So let's definitively decide the best movie theater snack. I don't know how we do this. Again, I think it's like kind of our combos that we said.
Did you ever say your combo?
Yeah, I said popcorn and water, and you're like, nah. And I was like,
oh yeah, that's right.
But I think my combo, I would do popcorn, cookie dough bites, and I guess I would have to try a slushie. I'm not gonna put that on my elite just because I've never tried it, but I think popcorn and cookie dough bites are my top 2.
It sounds so strange that you've never had a slushie. That's just like a strange comment.
You're gonna get a lot of hate.
23-year-old man who's never had a slushie.
I know. I think I've tried them. Like, I've had a sip, but I've never had one just myself. Anyways.
Okay, that's fair.
Because I think what happened was I tried my sister's or my dad's or someone when I was a kid. I tried it and I didn't like the flavor they had, and I think I just assumed all slushies were that, and I never tried it again. I think that's what happened. All right, so what are you guys saying for top movie snack?
The one snack that's, again, with
smiles
everyone's
back, goldfish. New challenger approaching.
We all said that we have popcorn, and we all go to popcorn first.
Okay.
I think we can definitively say that no matter what.
popcorn is the best movie theater snack.
Okay, so let's say what's the best second one then? Because I feel like we need to have something for that too.
I think M&Ms, honestly. Like, a version of M&Ms.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. We can't agree on the version, though, I don't think. Because Dan and I would say peanut, but Evan would definitely not say peanuts.
No, not
Okay,
even.
so let's
in my
just
top
let's just
five.
say M&Ms then is definitive
Yeah.
second best, good all around option.
With a slushie. Because Jake, you said that you'd probably have to try it with a slushie.
Okay. And we just keep adding things. And the nachos while we're at it.
Nachos.
No, all right. Okay. Well, I'm just now very hungry. I think that is the end. Let us know in the comments what your definitive best movie snack is, and two, if you want us to do a like in-person episode or like in real life video or something of us trying all of the movie theater snacks and like doing like a tier listing kind of thing. Well, we're gonna say goodbye to Evan now. Evan, thank you seriously so much for joining us. Really appreciate you jumping on here. Yeah. Do you have anything you want to shout out while you're here?
Sometimes stream on Twitch, Superhuman.
It'll be
And,
linked below.
And then watch out for Daniel's. I'm doing some editing for Daniel's VR game studio. Do you not remember what I'm doing for you?
No, I thought you were just like bringing me up. You're like transitioning. You're like, oh yeah, and Daniel's doing this.
Give it a shout out to Daniel.
Yeah, Evan's editing Daniel's TikToks for his Dark Crest Studios, the new game, VR game he's making. It has been linked. Daniel's stuff has been linked below for the past like forever. But yeah, definitely check that out. It's still linked
You should
down
check
there.
it out because I'm here.
Yeah, Evan's doing the
Evan's
TikToks
been
and killing it.
with the editing. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll be in the next segment. Boosh. Here we are. Hello. Welcome to the end. That was a longer episode because we get very passionate about snacks. So
yes,
we're just going to jump into Totally True Trivia Tidbits. Ready?
Yeah.
Did you know that in Thor Love and Thunder, Thor's old roommate from the Team Thor short film makes a cameo as a new Asgard tour guide?
I did because I was there at the premiere with you.
Yeah,
but
I
I'm
know
gonna be
you
like this.
did.
No, what?
Okay. Daryl's cameo comes from Team Thor, which was one of the first projects Taika Waititi worked on with Marvel. It was a comedy short about why Thor wasn't around during the events of Captain America's Civil War. And Taika Waititi said that this film was sort of like an experiment that really helped him and Chris Hemsworth define the tone of what the film Ragnarok would eventually become. So that's really cool, and I feel like, and without Daryl, Ragnarok could have been a very different film. So I feel like it's nice that Thor got him a job in New Asgard.
Oh, Daryl. Yeah, Daryl. Good old Daryl.
You called him like Gabe last time, I think.
Yeah, I think I did.
And I know next segment we usually jump into rank rally. We kind of did a little bit of mini rank rally with the M&Ms, so we're going to save our next rank rally, which is our top 5 moments from the prequels, for a future episode. So, without further ado, are you ready for Patron Shout-Outs?
Yes.
Cue the episode music. Boosh, we got Patron Lori, Frank, Rick, Lisa, Evan, Tony. Thank you so much for pledging the tier. Thank you for the shout out. If you'd like to support us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. You get the audio episode early, special benefits, cool perks, all that jazz and more. Thank you seriously so much to our Patreon supporters. Seriously, really appreciate it. Appreciate you. And anyone that listens. Speaking of people that listen, if you want... We're jumping into our next segment here, which is called Review Shoutouts, and where we go and look at our either YouTube comments or reviews on Apple Podcasts and like read one out. So we do have a new one from B Money Rules, who's Brandon Swafford, who was on one of our first guests a while ago. He worked on Marvel's What If, and he said our last episode, the one where we talked about how we went to the Thor premiere, that I worked on Thor, he was like, awesome episode, fellas! ! So thank you, Brandon. Sweet. Appreciate it. Yeah, everyone check him out again. Check out our previous episode with him. He's a great guy and do some really cool things out here in LA.
I feel like we need a new name for that segment instead of just review shout out. Like
review shout outs? Like
reading reviews or like raving reviews.
Well, we already have rank rally. That's 2 R's.
Well, raving reviews.
We already have R's. We need another alliteration. We'll table this and like think about it. Maybe you can comment for another alliteration. Okay. Daniel, if you have another
cool comments.
I like that actually. If you like cool comments or if you want something else, like let us know in the cool comments down below. I don't know if we want your input anymore. I think that was smooth.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, anyways, ready for the introduction?
Yeah, tell me when.
When?
We just talked about whatever we want to talk about, and now we're done.
Thank you seriously so much for listening. Again, I'll be on vacation next week, so while this is out. So I'm not really too sure what we're going to do for the Monday I get back, because I get back that Sunday. So we're either going to have to like record something super quick, or I'll have to edit like an old thing that we haven't put out. We'll figure it out. If not, we might just take a week off. I don't really know. Just keeping you updated with that. Yeah. All right. See you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.